to be, 'cause you are the wind beneath my eyes, beneath my shadow. Hey, else. How you doing this evening? Hey, Lynn. How you doing, love? It's like 50 here right now. It's pretty cool. I mean, pretty comfortable. Uh, let's see. Hey, Pamela. Oh, girl. Hey, Donna. Uh, hey, Melinda. Uh, we're doing all right. Hanging in there. It's not as cool tonight as it's been being. Hope everybody doing well. Um, don't forget now, any of you that run out of cards, to let me know so I can send some more out. Um, for any that hasn't seen it, uh, for any new ones that do watch, these cards here, and we will also be doing in-home sessions as well. Hey, Carol. Hey, Alicia. Y'all doing okay? Hey, Paula. How you doing, love? Hey, give me 'Same. Same. Um, that one was on yesterday or day before yesterday. I didn't get to go live yesterday. Let's see, day before yesterday. Be my guest that pops up here sometimes. Someone, the spirit box actually said that name. Be my guest. I thought that was pretty neat. Hey, Mimi. There you go. 9 on, 10 likes. 13 on, 10 likes. Need 3 more. Keep it even. Got sick, now you're losing your voice. We're hanging in here, love. At least it's not as cold tonight as it has been. Everybody throw out a prayer for Carol. She's not feeling too hot. Them plain old colds is the world's worst ones to try to get rid of. this is what sets us apart from all the other people that, hey, Sabina, create something and half the time they don't even care nothing really about their fans. It's just about their fame. I don't get that. I guess that's why I'm old fashioned. I guess I'd rather have family love than I had money. Goes a lot further. Yeah. Hope you get the feeling a lot better. There, coming. There you go, Mimi Jean, rubbing it in. There, yummy. I was thinking about something like that today. Uh, we hadn't had a cake or anything in a long time. I like them strawberry shortcake ones. And then my brain kicked in and told me don't do it. Uh, I started that Ozempic. Um, it was what did it go last on the 17th. You been eating all day? Well, hey, that's good. You need it. Uh, from the wait a minute, no, it wasn't I got it on the 17th, but I didn't start it till that Thursday. So from that Thursday till yesterday, I had lost 10 pounds. They gave me a 90-day supply. That woman come in there and she said, "Okay, you're ready to go." I said, "The heck I am." I said, "I got a couple of questions." And she said, "Well, what is it?" I said, "Well, I'll start off with, tell me again how much I lost." And her and that other woman, they looked in my file. She said, "That's 10 pounds." And I said, "I just wanted to make sure I heard you clearly." And she, she said, "Yes, 10 pounds. Uh, you did that too." It's
Which is awesome.
yeah, but it's weird. Oh, now you're talking dirty to me, Pamela.
What?
Banana nut bread.
Girl.
You're gonna have to send us something that you done messed yourself up now.
Yeah, because now he can be craving that too for the next few days.
So tonight, Pamela is gonna be the leader in this outfit.
I bet you're gonna be craving that for the next few days now too.
That is, well, I love it too, but Christina loves that stuff, buddy. Sometimes when we can, they'll get us one of them things that has 4 muffins in it.
Oh, I love those.
Them banana nut bread ones.
Hey, if I could, I would eat them all by myself.
Oh, I know you would. I'm so proud of you. I hope you get that medical pace for the rest of it. Well, no. Uh, what the deal was is that new insurance deal that I went with, Aetna, has lied to me and didn't uphold to what they said. So today I called my United Healthcare back and I told them I want to get back with y'all. Now, I'll get another U card, in the mail uh, before time to go to the doctor. But she said um, that it would not pay for the Ozempic, um, but I could definitely pay for it or they may be something that could help pay for it. So praying me on that, because this is something I want to keep going. Um, you make one for her every week. Awesome. Yes. Same here, Paul. There you go. Only thing different than last year's, I didn't I didn't have no copay, but I will have like 30% of whatever the copay is. I think for my doctor visit, um, and then I think like my medicines are going to be like $2 and something up to like $4 and something, except for the uh, that that medicine for that. Hey Patricia, but I do not care what it costs. Um, I'm going to try to figure some which way to make sure that I get that every month. Um, it's the only thing that I've ever found that I'm actually proud to take because I know it's worth it. It's like it's snowing there, cold.
I thought it was
Uh,
supposed to snow here too.
no.
People were talking about
Uh,
but
Around here, 42 degrees is about the perfect snow weather.
yeah.
Time, uh, weather, yeah, weather, temperature. Uh, Sister-in-law was on that too. Good. Um, Minus 10. Yeah. Well, it was it got up to 54 uh today for the high. Um, but the low is going to be like 30, 32, 33, something like that. Uh, well, um, I don't know. How's that pharmacy I've been going to? I've been seeing them for 18 or 19 years, and if there's any which way they could figure out to help me, they would. But um, and like I said, it's just today I transformed back to my regular United Healthcare. Um, but by the time I go back to the doctor, everything should be worked out. Um, and she said that the reason I'm having to pay for uh, that for the 30% of the copay, or that's what I'm doing too. Uh, and are you doing the shots? That's what I'm doing. Um, Said that the medicine cost has went up, and cost of living just didn't meet its criteria, I guess. Hey, be my guest. Um, so um, I'll have to definitely pay for that. Um, but I don't mind paying like $2 to $4 for my other stuff. That's fine. Um, but with that, U card um, that was that was going to be sent from uh, Aetna, or that did get sent from Aetna. Only thing it wanted to pay for was toothbrush and toothpaste. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. What in the world is that going to do for me? Ignorant bunch of people. They lied to me. They told me to do all this and all that. Mm-mm. Hey, Annie. How you doing, love? Um, so, yeah, I just cut them off cold turkey. Um, and I know it's if you've never taken Ozempic, I know it might be hard. It might be hard to believe, or okay. Um, it's kind of weird because when you eat, your stomach tells you how much you can eat. If you eat a bite, once your stomach feels a certain way, you'll get sick. And they've got me on metformin stuff, keep me from getting some nausea. Uh, and that just blows my mind. Like try to eat a sandwich. Well, you might get 3 or 4 bites going good, and then your stomach start feeling weird. Well, you gotta wait for a little while, let that digest, and then you can do it again. It's I am too type 2 diabetes. And I could be type 5,000. I ain't gonna cut off my coffee nor my Mountain Dew either. As long as everybody's doing halfway. 16 on and 11 likes. The ones in the back, come on in here and talk to us. Don't be shy. Let me get this thing turned on. Well, let's just for a while and see what we hear before we get into anything. Because you are weird beneath my beneath your my hero. With your soda stream. Huh. How does that work? Hey, JD. I seen it. I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm fitting to. She's right here. Yeah, she's a good person. She's right here sitting on the couch. I'll be back with you in a minute. Let me check this out. Um, when you sent it, I was driving. Um, let's see here. Hey, Reese. You got the Terra model. Let's see. Airedale County deputies use drones, K9 units to search for missing teen. Um, 14-year-old boy named Gideon Andrew Ferguson. Let me click on this tab. This is what the little feller looks like. uh, from Airedale, Airedale, IRE Dale, Airedale County. Um, let's see. Does it have anything? All right. It says Gideon Andrew Ferguson, a 14-year-old boy, is missing. He was last seen around 4 p.m. at his residence on Watermoss Drive in Cleveland. I figured that's Ohio. Uh, Deputies, K9s units, and drones are actively searching the area at this time. If you have any information or have seen Gideon, please call 911 immediately. Um, ISAR, uh, Iredell County Sheriff's Department, uh, for the search and rescue uh, people. It's in the county. It's not in the city limits, so it's county will pick it up, and then state will pick it up, I guess. Uh, let's see here. What is that? FBI now involved. New information in a search for 14-year-old Gideon Andrew Ferguson. Firewire spoke directly with Airedale County Sheriff Darren Kemple regarding the new developments in the search for missing 14-year-old Gideon Andrew Ferguson. Sheriff Campbell confirmed that new evidence has emerged, prompting a higher level of security of Ferguson gaming consoles and social media activity. Um, if he's got, if they have found his gaming console, I mean that's not the game itself. That's the whole 9 yards. Uh, Somebody come in and grabbed him and that too, that console, or he loaded it up in a backpack and chucked it out there. Um, that's the first thing you know a young person like that gonna think about. Hey, if something happens, I'm gonna take my game station out of here. Because they're just addicted to it. The Campbell state that Federal Bureau of Investigations (FBI), which worth 15 cents, has offered assistance, which Campbell says he accepted specific plus tax for digital forensic support. The FBI has the capability to fast track digital evidence from applications, gaming consoles, and online platforms. Well, that's what they should be doing then. If there's a, I think you have to set a a maturity uh, line up, even on laptops and things like that that children want to play on. You can set that where they can't get to nothing nasty. Um, that may be what they're talking about, and they have a censor for that. Platforms, particularly gaming's, commonly used by children such as Fortnite, Roblox. Yeah, that's about it. Uh, According to Sheriff Campbell, Ferguson has left little to no physical evidence to aid investigators. The FBI ability to expedite access to digital systems, including retrieving the deleted messages and password protection. Communications is expected to be extremely valuable to the investigation. Sheriff Campbell also noted that the ground search efforts are ongoing, with crews continuing to search wooded areas. However, evidence is increasingly suggesting that person may not be in the woods. In an earlier conversation, Sheriff Campbell stated that between 50 and 100 personnel were actively searching, and that, in his opinion, if Ferguson were in the woods, he likely would have been located by now. Despite his belief, Campbell emphasized that no stone will be left unturned. Yeah, right. Um, on the ground, crews will remain in place. As a precaution, search teams will continue working into the evening until conditions become too cold and will resume again early tomorrow morning. While the investigation appears to be shifting toward a stronger focus on online activity and the possibility that Ferguson may have left willingly. Of course he did. He had his gang station with him. That's just common sense. Uh, he said Campbell was cautious not to draw conclusions at this time. However, with the FBI's digital forensics team now involved, the direction of the investigation is clearly expanding into that area. In phase that an Amber Alert has not been issued because state law requires confirmation of an abduction or kidnapping at this time. See what I'm talking about? They about as sorry. He stated the criteria necessary to activate an Amber Alert have not been met to the standards. Continued following Firewire for the most accurate and up to date information on this case in matters involving missing persons. I bet if it was your son or daughter, you would make it real quick, like that it would be a emergency alert. Information only when it is confirmed directly by law enforcement. Uh, well, there are several things that stand out right here that anybody that, yeah, anybody that has got a child, especially a boy, and girls sometimes are the same daggone way. Uh, I'll just tell you right now, it's a few things here. At the age of 14, that's when they want to. Hey, John, uh, and anybody else I've missed, hey, I love you. 14-year-old Gideon Andrew Ferguson, um, he would have definitely taken things that he enjoyed doing. Now, could he have made poor judgment and just walked out and tried to thumb out of state? Could he have had a friend that was 16 that could drive him out of the state or to some abandoned place to where maybe he could hook up to some Wi-Fi? Um, I know there's certain things in your home that if you had something dramatic going on, so if you just had a house fire, for most women, the first thing they'd want to do is make sure they grab their pocketbook, because it's got all their information, all that good stuff in it. Me, I'd want to get my 109-inch TV out here, It just sounds weird, but that's true. Uh, so with him leaving with his not just a gang, but the gang console, will tell you, hey, he didn't like you know, the place he was staying. Uh, uh, she was talking about her daughter, Alicia. Um, yeah, she was talking about hers. Um, yeah, yeah, I got a 109-inch in here. I well, matter of fact, uh, I bought it before I ever went up to Illinois. It's perfect. You can be sitting back there in a recliner or kick back on the couch, and I swear it sounds like it's got surround sound built into it. It's weird. And if somebody's pecking on the door on the TV, it sounds just like right at your ear, daggone. And it's a Google TV. I think they were 37,000, I think, made, and I placed my order 2 years before I finally ended up getting one. Um, so that right there is going to give me an option that he left on his own free will. Could have had a friend, like I said, to pick him up, take him somewhere. I've not heard anything about the mom. I've not heard nothing about the dad. I've not heard nothing about nobody else, but just some people saying, "Please bring him home safe," and this and that and other. But if you noticed on every bit of this that I just read, not one time, not one time did they say the parent's name and their son. Not a brother, cousin, nothing. When it's like that, it it throws up a red flag. In a lot of cases, now I can't say for every case, but I would say probably 90% of the cases, parents separate. And if he was with his dad and want to go with his mom, then that would be the end of it. If that's the case, then either one of the parents had to take off with him because that would be the next place they would have checked, vice versa, either way. And if they have no knowledge of it, then him walking down the street and whatnot, because they said there ain't very many wooded areas right through there. So somebody picked him up, realized that he's trying to run away, and that's where he got into trouble. New developments in the search confirmed that they had new evidence has emerged, prompting a higher level of scrutiny for Ferguson's gaming consoles. Uh, why, that's another red flag. Why are they circling back around to his gaming console? Well, it's because that's the only enjoyment probably the teen had. He could go off in his own little world and play his game and probably not listen to all the griping and a carrying on and a fussing and all that junk. He just put himself into that system and just wanted to play all the time. And children do that. Hmm. Um, they said something about social media activity. Why didn't they check to see if he had a Facebook? Why didn't they check to see if he had any Instagram? Why have they not checked to see if he had uh, what was that other one? TikTok. Um, you know, I mean, they could be messages on the board from him to someone else on other platforms. A lot of people want to assume, assume, when sometimes it's best to think of the simplest things first. Sounds good. It probably was. Probably talking to somebody online. Yeah. But they keep bringing up the console, the gaming console. Um, the FBI has the capability to fast track digital evidence. Well, that's kind of funny when it takes 32 to 46 hours for them to get anything back on electronics. So they must have something the rest of the world don't have. Yeah, me too. uh, and Fortnite, that was a lot of teens and children's thing. And what is that you was wanting to get
What?
trade your game in for?
Oh, Minecraft.
Minecraft. A lot of them like doing that too. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I know I haven't. I'd hate for something to mess my taste buds up on my Mountain Dew. And Roblox, Roblox. Uh, Sheriff Temple uh, is sure enough keeping his nose stuck in this, even though that the FBI and the state has picked it up. Um, if he don't have any other leads, where people know this or not, but the state and FBI and CIA will tell the county or city that they're in to go back to their desk and do their work because they'll take it over from here. Um, and yeah, it causes a dispute and everything. And if they was to get any information, then they're pissed at one another, and it takes forever to get them to calm down to talk about it. And they're ignorant. They're just ignorant, and a lot of people don't realize that they're corrupt. This is expected to be extremely valuable to the investigation. For the passwords and deleted messages, why ain't they done it? I am not seeing anywhere on this that is saying when he left.
Monitor.
Ground searches will be uh, carried on until it gets too cold. You ever heard of a jacket? Between 50 and 100 personnel actively searching, in his opinion. Well, I'm sure they didn't. Nobody asked him for his opinion. Uh, don't believe that Ferguson would have went into the woods. He likely would have been located by now. That's exactly correct. Even though I don't want to give this feller a swollen head. Hey, Jen Jen. Uh, If it gets too cold, they'll start again tomorrow. Uh, what they ought to do, like I said, start with the simplest things first. If he took his gaming system with him, his plan on going somewhere where he could play it, probably without having to fool with, you know, having to hear arguments and all this and that. If he felt good in his own home, he would never want to leave. You know what I mean? Yeah. Uh, and didn't want to emphasize a Amber Alert because it don't meet the requirements. What the heck? Still, Daniel Johnson. Something just don't feel right about this. Just up and out without a trace. He's 14. There's got to be something that points to where he could be. Hope he is found safe. Okay, now here from Brianna Yarborough. Yes, parents said, come home. They're not mad. They can work it out. What does that tell you right there? Hey, Kat, what does that sentence tell you? Let me read it again. And please type in what you think this means. His parents said, come home. They are not mad. They can work it out. What do you think that means? I mean, common sense is going to tell you that they started getting hard on him and throwing a fit and carry on, probably because he's playing his game. I mean, as long as he's doing his homework and playing his game, they need to keep their daggum mouth shut. At least he's not out doing drugs and running up and down the streets. But some people just don't have enough sense to understand it. I'd a lot rather my child be in the house playing some games and, come 5, 6 o'clock and they didn't get that homework done. This is this is the first turn that will make these parents look guilty on account of the child leaving and him being a minor. They will be responsible for whatever happens. His parents said, come home. They're not mad. They can work it out. Um, do they think he's worried of getting in trouble? Well, yeah, because they probably, I don't know them, but they're probably unfit people. Uh, yeah, say anything so he'll come back home. Yeah. Um, but I guarantee if he comes back home, he'll come back home with his PlayStation or Xbox, whatever you got. Uh, worried about getting in trouble for something, and he left out of impulsivity. Well, that's because there was a lot of chaos going on in the home. That's common sense. When we were young and everybody started bickering and carrying on, we'd stay outside nearly all night long. We didn't want to hear that mess. And I'm sure he didn't either. I know they said it's not like him, and little to no evidence, just wasn't sure if maybe something happened prior and he left because there's little to no evidence he's left to help, or if they're leaning more towards the possibility of the other. Thoughts of what he did. Go willingly with someone slash or something online. Hopefully, they find more answers. And if he's with someone, we can be on the lookout for them too. Praying for all day for whatever it is. For whatever it is, I'd be telling the whole world, pray for my child. Whatever it is. You see, there's a lot of flaws in that. Uh, he comes home safe and praying over his parents and loved ones during this scary time. Well, the scary time is for this teen, not just for you, unless you've done something that you're afraid he's going to show authorities. Is there any way the community can help more? Uh, Probably take you to the jailhouse until he's found. That would probably be the best bet. One of them would start talking pretty quick. Because if he had a friend, they're going to know who that friend is. If it was a case that they said something horrible, like, wished we never had you, or some junk like that, no, he's never going to want to come back home. Praying and sharing, is there anything we can do, like help search as well, or is it strictly just the authorities right now? I guarantee you that the states picked that up. How do we get CODI alerts in North Carolina with broken hearts? This is horrible, and this is the exact situation we need this type of alert. Um, you reckon? I want to know who to contact to try and to get these types of alert passed in our state. There you go. Somebody step up to the plate. This is horrible. Praying for his family and his safe return. Uh, Usually, children are kept, if kidnapped, less than 5 miles away from their home. Uh, that's a daggone lie. I hope that neighborhood is being searched up and down. Why don't we have another version of an Amber Alert for the kids that don't quite meet the requirements for an Amber Alert? Uh, this situation needs to have everyone's eyes on it. Father, I lift up Gideon Ferguson's and Johnny Morales to you tonight. Please divinely cover and protect them with your angels. Protect them. I pray you expose all who may be acting in the cover of darkness. Yeah. Uh, Harms to these boys. See, now they're saying boys, not just a boy. Let your light shine brightly upon them so they may be found. Give them peace in the midst of a fearful situation. Make a way of escape if they are in a dangerous situation and place where they can be easily found. Send people to them who can minister to their physical needs. Okay, there's a dead giveaway. Physical needs. Good night, Reese. Thank you for being here, love. And get them safely home, Father. Please comfort and bring a supernatural peace to their parents, siblings, grandparents, and all who love these boys. Again, boys. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Thank you to those who shared about Johnny Morals. Also, this evening is the first I have heard about him. He's been missing 2 weeks. So, what's his name? Johnny Morels? I mean, they're saying grandparents, dad, mom, but they are not telling the names. Uh, I'm going to have a uh, parent's name, one or the other. Um, so he is Gideon, and it does not tell the names of the parents. If any of you know, or Sabina, if you can find the parents' names, please let me know. That uh, this is this is no, that won't be like some of these other deals. He let me get back to his picture real quick. This this face right here, his smiles don't look like they're faked.
I bet I'll tell. Yeah, it is. I can tell. It looks
So,
like it was stretched out with editing.
do you think it's edited?
Yep. I mean,
I don't see it being
let me see.
faked. His
Which
jawline,
one?
either one, his jawline ain't pulled, and the one on the right, you can tell his jaw ain't pulled.
Uh,
So it's
the
not
first one it looks like it.
it's not it's not faked. I don't believe.
No, I'm sorry, but no young kid like that has perfectly skin like that. I mean, I would know about the perfect skin thing.
What
I
does
would
skin
always
what does
edit.
skin have to do with anything?
I would always edit out like pimples, even birthmark type of bumps and all. People does that.
Well, either way, to me that smile don't look faked. I mean, it could be, but I don't think that smile is faked. Um, so at some point in time, I don't know if that these pictures were taken at home or if they were taken at a friend's place, some hotel or whatever. Um, yeah, he's a cute little boy. But there's nothing Not nothing I can do unless we can get, some more information on him. We got a trigger object, and that's his gaming console. So let me get his name down here. It was, where did I see his name? Oh, here's a better picture. So that wasn't faked. And I bet he lived in a nice neighborhood as well. Um, so let me go back up and see what. Gideon Andrew Ferguson. I need some new pens. Um, okay, and you said the dad. Yes, I did. I looked at it earlier, Joni. I'm just having to grab one at a time. His father, is it the biological father named Dylan? Um, you want to do me a favor? Go make me a drink, please. I love you forever.
You better already love me forever without a drink.
What you want me to do? Thirsty dead.
I want you to love me forever. Duh.
Hey, you make me a drink. Look, hey, all dance at your wedding day.
Hey now.
Hey, I ain't joking. I'll dance at your wedding.
Give me a kiss.
Well, that's one to go off of. Uh, Now, did you watch the whole thing, Sabina? Did you? Because this here, was just a reading clip. Um, did you see a clip that you could actually listen to? Um, and the reason I'm asking is because I'd like to know what style gaming control box he's got, or if it's a PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or if it's got an Xbox, whatever it is. We need to drop down and get to that level for him and let him think that we're interested in the same thing and build a little rapport. And if we get an answer, then, you know, it, you know, from now on, I'm going to say 50-50. If I don't hear anything of someone, I'm going to say 50-50. The other day, I was debating 50, and then I got thinking, well, the way people cover it up now, Summer's way, Dylan's way was done, Harmony's way. Um, so I just went with 95% that when Sabine asked me, do I think that he's deceased? We couldn't get him to say yay or nay. And that's hard on anyone. It's easier if they can give a lot more detail. I think on him, I think family butted in quite a bit with because they were pissed off. I think that Jonathan, some of his loved ones, did the very thing that I said. And they do that from time to time, and ain't a thing in the world we can do about it. Thank you. Cool.
Can you put this over there?
Mhm.
Careful.
I got it.
Oh. And I about just fell on my butt.
Really?
Yes. Looks like the third, fourth time just today.
All right. Now, is this out of um, Ohio, Sabina? Airedale County. I don't. North Carolina. Okay. I forgot you said that earlier. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I forgot you said that earlier. That's my bad. Well, all we can do, he is 14. Uh, do you know when he went missing? Um, he's 14. Um, couple of days ago. And yes, he is 14 years old. I'm going to be calling out to a Gideon Andrew Ferguson from North Carolina. He is 14 years of age. He may be in the realm, he may not. I need to know if so or if not. So if you know or know of Gideon Andrew Ferguson, 14 years of age, turn his energy toward me. Gonna need some help on this one. I'm gonna repeat again. 14-year-old Gideon Andrew Ferguson out of North Carolina. If you know or know of him, if he's in the realm, have him speak. If he is not, put eyes on him. Let me know what you see. Prayingly. Prayingly. Reaching out to a dang, like it's loud. No? Reaching out to a 14-year-old Gideon Andrew Ferguson from North Carolina. If you know or know of Gideon Andrew Ferguson, turn his energy toward me. I'm doing something right now that they're not used to me doing.
Just
Missing, yes. Down by water. Calling out to 14-year-old Gideon Andrew Ferguson from North Carolina. If you know him or know of him, turn his energy toward me. Gideon Andrew Ferguson. You're what? Did you say giddy? Do people not call you Gideon? Or they just call you Giddy? For short. Andrew. Okay. If 14-year-old Gideon Andrew Ferguson can hear me, can you tell me what your favorite game is to play? Gideon Andrew Ferguson from North Carolina. If you can hear me, can you tell me What are the best games you like to play on PlayStation or Xbox? You're gonna have to speak up. Gideon Andrew Ferguson. My name is JD, and I'm here to give you a voice. And if you can hear me, what games do you like best to play? Gideon Andrew Ferguson. Which games do you like to Which games do you like to play best? On PlayStation or Xbox? Gideon Andrew Ferguson. Thank you, Rose. Gideon Andrew Ferguson. If you are in the realm, if you have passed, tell me what games you like to play. Did you? I may have just heard that first one. No, she's right there. Wait. Gideon Andrew Ferguson. Do you like to play? Do you like to play Roblox? Do you like to play Roblox? Do you like? Do you like playing? Shush. Do you like playing Fortnite? Let him answer. Gideon Andrew Ferguson. Which you like better, Roblox or Fortnite? Good night, love. Gideon Andrew Ferguson. Did you run away from home? The reason I ask these questions, if you are indeed passed on, your friends and family deserves to know. And if you have not, then that's awesome. But I've asked you some simple questions here. I may have heard a couple of them games. Gideon and Andrew Ferguson. Is your dad's name Dylan? They say when you left, you took your gaming console with you. Fort what? Not. Did you get a ride? Did you get a ride from a friend? Gideon Andrew Ferguson. Did you get a ride from a friend when you left your home? Gideon, I heard you were wearing jeans, gray hoodie, and Nike shoes. Do you have Gideon, Andrew? Wait, only one I want to hear from is Gideon. So back off. Gideon Andrew Ferguson. Do you have anything on your teeth? Do you wear braces? Gideon Andrew Ferguson. Can you tell me, Gideon, what is Roblox? What kind of game is that? Is it a fighting game? Is it a shooting game? Is it? Can you build things? Gideon, Andrew Ferguson. I'm going to ask you a serious question here, and I want you to answer it. Gideon Andrew Ferguson, have you had a loved one that you were close to pass away recently? Gideon Andrew Ferguson. Well, you know what I think, Gideon? Yeah, an accident. Okay. You have to help him. Gideon Andrew Ferguson. I believe that this person that passed away recently is trying to tell your story. Now you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. You picked up, you got some of your things you needed, you got your gaming console, you walked out the house, you had a friend to pick you up down the street, and you know people are searching. You know, Gideon, loved ones will always stand up, even in death, for their family and friends. You were annoyed. I understand that. I understand that. But as of January 16th at 10:53 p.m., you are not deceased. You need to not let friends and family speak for you. And even being here in the physical, you can hear what I just said. I don't believe that you're with a good set of people. And I think it would be your best bet to get in touch with somebody in law enforcement other than go back to the chaos in your home. I wouldn't do that either. I know you ran. Gideon, if you stay around these people, yes, Rose, you'll get in trouble. These people, or whoever your friend was that picked you up, your friend that picked you up, knows that was the wrong thing to do because you were underage. And now he's got something to hold over your head. He may think you may say, well, you got kidnapped by him. Don't trust no one. Period. Because if he feels that way one time, this group of people that you're running with is going to turn out fatal. I know if you try to get away from home and, if you take this into consideration, you try to leave the crowd that you're around, you're going to have to deal with the weather elements. It is cold. It's probably rainy. It's probably a dire situation. If you've got a cell phone, you best call authorities now. Because if you hang around too long, the guy that picked you up and his friends are going to convince him not to let you leave. Because they'll be getting in trouble for taking a minor away from their home. And I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to go back into that either if that's what all's going on. Call authorities and they will help you. Please what? I know so. Not only will they help you, but they can keep this group of people from doing this to someone else. Running with this type of people is going to do nothing but lead you straight under dirt or in a jailhouse. You don't want that. I mean, if nothing else, pick the phone up and call your dad and say, hey, look, kids my ass ain't coming home. I'm calling 911. They are a chance of snow getting in that region tomorrow. There is. I'm trying to tell you how to help yourself. if you take on these elements, people are going to find you in a way that your family, your friends, your everybody is not prepared to find you in. They want to think the best. They don't want to think the worst. Don't put them in that position. You got a cell phone, or somebody there's got a cell phone. It's three numbers: 911. And if you're not going by Giddy, then just do what asked. If not, they're going to find you laying somewhere. And I'm giving you a heads up now. And you better watch. You better watch, because some of them places up there where you could walk, you think it's gonna be you would think they would be frozen deep enough or thick enough, and it not be. You need to get in touch with authorities. Wouldn't it be nice to be somewhere we don't have to worry and you can sit and play your Fortnite? I mean, that sounds like the best bet for me if I was in your shoes. You don't have to be at home. They will help you. They'll find you somewhere to go, grandparents or something, or aunt, uncle, something. And I know your ear. I know your ear is ringing like crazy. Is it? Is it not? Gideon, Giddy, Andrew. If you want to leave that group of people that you're around in their home with their family, the best way to do it is to call 911. And you did make a point earlier. Well, you didn't make a point earlier, but listen, y'all hush. We might can actually help this boy. There was something on there either from your dad, Dylan, or some other nut job that said for you not to be worried that they're going to be mad at you, which tells me anybody with a brain is that they were mad at you when you left and knowed when you left. They can deny it all they want to, but they knowed you left. They know you took your gaming console, or if they just thought maybe you'd just walk down the road and come back or whatever. But you already had it set up. You're gone. You're with some people and their family, and not only could that not get you in trouble, but it could get them in trouble as well. I don't want to have to hear that they have found you on a bank somewhere near some water, because I did hear down by water, and it not be thick enough to hold you. Uh, there's nobody that would want that. So do not try to leave on your own. That's pretty much a death sentence. especially if you're miles and miles away from your home. Call authorities and let them come help you. None of them will hurt you. None of them, they'll be on your side. Whatever you want to do, that's what you'll do. And if you tell them you don't feel comfortable being at home around whoever, your dad, stepdad, stepmom, whatever the heck you got going on, then they'll help you find a place to go. And you can play your Roblox and your Fortnite and not have to worry about this. But you can't be running off like that. If things get too heated, call 911 and just say, hey, I need out of here for a while. You know, I'd rather you make a 911 call tonight and let these people hear your voice than I had tomorrow hear that you're face down because of the elements of the weather or a group of some of them do something bad to you. And right now you got a good chance to be okay. But I got a reliable source right here that just told me there's going to be snow in the forecast for tomorrow. That when she speaks the truth. So you don't want that, okay? Don't go that route. He left his cell phone at home. Boy, don't that figure. That that tells me one thing. He got out of there as quick as hell as he could. And the thing about it is, I don't care what Dylan says. I don't care what a mom says, a brother, cousin, sister, aunt. I don't give a damn. They know that boy left, and that they were mad at him and arguing and carrying on, and that's why they made that stupid gesture. Well, if you'll come back, we won't be mad at you and all this good stuff. That boy ain't gonna believe them because I guarantee you every time he gets in trouble, they tell him, well, it'll be okay. Then next thing you know, they want to take his game station away. You know, and what did he do? Maybe stay out a little bit too late, or something. His family has caused every bit of this. If come tomorrow they find him laid up somewhere, it's going to be their fault. A teen, can only take so damn much. They should not be dealing at the age of 14 with adult situations. I pray the good Lord touches his heart to call 911. I pray the good Lord lets some whoever he went with and their family will realize we can get in trouble for this. Um, I'm kind of leaning toward that the friend that picked him up took him somewhere other than just to the guys that picked him up to his home. Could have took him to somebody else's home that would not rat on him. Because most people, if they're not dealing and doing right, as soon as he got there, they would have called 911 and said, hey, he showed up here. If they're doing wrong, they're not going to call 911 for nobody. So the people he's running with is bad business. And that's as true can get. You lay with dogs, you're gonna get fleas, dadgummit. And right now, that boy has got a chance to get the police or whoever, to make sure that he don't go home, that they can help him get somewhere, and maybe a aunt, uncle, or something. He's 14 at the age of 12. I didn't know this, but the age of 12 year old here. Now that's here in Alabama. I don't know about everywhere else, but the age of 12, you can decide what parent you want to live with, or you can decide what family member you want to live with, as long as it's in good standards. But with him up leaving that quick to grab his stuff like that and get out, yeah, they were mad at him and probably trying to whip him and griping, grumbling, and slapping and whatever. And he got his butt out of there. I don't blame him. Yes, prayers for this boy, Gideon Andrew Ferguson. I pray the good Lord just let him be okay. And if he does try to fight the elements, I pray the good Lord don't let him really suffer.
Grocery aisle.
It I don't care who you are, how many children you have, what range age they are, from a month old to 50-year old. I don't give a damn. When they are in their younger years, up, and I'm bumping it up into their 21, 22, 23, probably somewhere around in there, you can smother these children out. They think that 18, okay, they can move out. Yeah, they can. That's fine. If they don't have the funds and the meanings to go, then there you go. But we're not dealing with that right now. We're dealing with a 14-year-old. And he just did the best thing he thought he could do, is to get out of that mess. Don't talk to children about adult situations. You will lose the love of your children in the long run. They will feel that you're putting all the pressure over on them, and all they need to study being a teen is school and having fun. And younger than that, they need to just have a chance to be a kid. They get burned out enough at school as it is. So let's just all pray that if something does go wrong, whoever come got him is not going to let him come back and tell that they come got him. So if he tried to leave or tries to leave and come home or to go somewhere, he's not going to make it through the elements. They're going to make sure that he's not going to go and snitch. The only thing he can do, and with him leaving his cell phone at home, that tell you he left pretty quick. Now, if he can use somebody's cell phone, but it can't be in that home, because they will know they will get in trouble for holding a kidnapped child. That's kidnapped, no matter how you look at it. Or if you meant good or whatever, that's still kidnapped. He would have to go to somewhere else, to a family member or somewhere, so he could pick up the phone, dial 911. And with him probably not being able to get a ride from who picked him up to take him to a family member, they ain't gonna do that either because they'll be afraid he'll tell on them. So best thing we can do is over the next, tonight and tomorrow. You said it's supposed to start in snowing. Let's pray to God somebody come along and send him on the side of the road, picked him up, and brings him back or takes him to another family member somewhere where the boy can get some help. This is terrible. Kids turn against parents, parents turn against kids. All the arguing and the carrying on, it drives kids nuts. And they probably threatened to demolish his game console and stuff. And he's like, "Heck, you will. I'm out of here." Pick up the phone and say, "Hey, meet me so and so." And that's what he did. He got out of there. They can only take so much, just like us adults. Their feelings matter just as much as ours, that coming. And the ones that turn a deaf ear to these teens and children ain't worth spitting on. That's about all I got to say about that. Yeah, because if he's out trying to fight them elements, number one, he's going to be scared. Number two, that's going to bring the heart rate up. That's going to make him hotter inside of his clothing. And then when he gets wore out and wants to sit down, the first thing that's going to do is make him want to doze off. If he dozes off, it drops below freezing. Snow come, covered him up pretty much. Then that's when it's going to be a bad outcome. What he should have done is called another family member where he left his house and went and did it that way. Because, well, then again, he probably don't get nobody in trouble, but he's the one going to be in trouble if he tries to fight them elements, because they will not let him come home and tell on them. He's going to have to think his thing through, and I don't think he thought but just a couple of minutes. And I've had enough of this. I'm leaving. Whatever happens to the boy is going to be their fault. So just kind of watch that case. It's bad crazy. Just try to watch that case and see if you can catch some updates and whatnot. And y'all let me know what y'all find out. Uh, yeah, they don't, nobody like that need to be out in this weather. Children, teens, or adults. I mean, they need some type of warmth going on, even an old shack or something they can build a fire in if necessary. Um, but yeah, if y'all hear anything else, I know Sabina, you sent it to me. Um, we'll try to see if we can hear anything else about that. Tomorrow we'll try with what Joni has sent, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I love you too.